All right. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining today. Welcome to Maddox AI Customer Success Summit. We're happy to have you here. You're currently watching AI in Action, Strategies for Enterprise and Mid-Market, CSMs. I'm excited to introduce our speaker. And as I introduce him, I'm going to have him answer our icebreaker question. What would you use AI to automate in your life outside of work? So, Chad Rosh, team lead of customer success at GaggleAMP. What would you automate with AI?
Yeah, so I was kind of thinking through all of the kind of tedious tasks, like folding laundry. I thought that would be a great one to offload to AI. But probably the best area I thought of is to use AI to capture all of the moments with my kids. I mean, we get tons of pictures and videos, but it's only like a fraction of those amazing moments with my kids. And I'd love to have all of those to just replay over.
I love that answer. I would definitely use that for my kiddos too. Great answer. Well, thank you. Before we start our session, just a quick reminder to everyone here. As you think of questions throughout that you'd like Chad to answer, please throw them in the Q&A chat at the bottom. It's Q&A with a little chat bubble. And we will get to those at the end and make sure that we answer as many as we can. And with that, I'll send it back to you, Chad. Thanks.
Awesome, thank you, Hannah. So, hi everybody. Really awesome to be here. So many thinkers, doers, kind of at the intersection of AI and CS. As Hannah mentioned, I'm Chad Rosh. I lead customer success over at GaggleAMP. A bit about me that's more unique is in my CS role, my background. I have a background in marketing, which we'll probably pick up on as I go through the presentation here. Also, I'm a bit of a newbie when it comes to AI. So once ChatGPT launched, I really went down a rabbit hole, just experimenting in free time, lots of late night tinkering and learning, everything from building API calls and integrations and Chrome extensions. And mind you, I don't have any technical or coding background, but I was able to code up some pretty cool things using AI. And so lots of experiments kind of come and gone, and it really led me to some different learnings and even some different internal collaborations within my company. And that's where I've been able to drive new AI product features within our own platform at GaggleAMP. And today I'll just be sharing some practical ideas and some use cases that hopefully will spark some inspiration for you and as with any AI concepts, like please adapt them within your organization's policies and frameworks. Anyways, I just hope you're able to just take a couple ideas and apply them today and really start transforming your daily work as a CSM. So one thing to keep in mind while we're thinking about AI is that today is the worst AI is ever going to be. So capabilities are only going to continue to improve rapidly. And just know that if AI isn't good at something specific right now, it's going to get a lot better. And here's a quote. So with a hammer and chisel, some people create masterpieces, others merely break stones. So it's the difference between a novice and a professional using those same tools. So I heard this someone about being an artist with AI, and it definitely resonated. And there's really never been so many tools at our fingertips that can completely change the way we work and the way we learn. So AI gives us a great opportunity to do more and to be more than average. And we can't just use it to do the bare minimum. We could really elevate ourselves and do exceptional work. And I definitely truly believe that we're just kind of scratching the surface and encourage everyone to use the tools at your disposal to do the coolest things possible. So historically, customer success, so we often get left behind when it comes to new tech. Sales and marketing, they get a lot of the glamour, they get a lot of the benefits first, as usually applications are more straightforward there. And AI represents a huge opportunity to really redefine and transform the CS role. And as practitioners, we need to take charge and really work to enhance our capabilities. The CSM role, it's constantly, I mean, it's really already rapidly evolved in the last few years, and it's only going to continue to accelerate as AI progresses. And events kind of exploring that intersection between AI and CS are really important to help drive that collaborative innovation. And that's just why I'm super thankful to be part of the conversation here today. And so as AI-enabled CSMs, there really are four core capabilities we need to be thinking about and how they work together and how we work on them. So number one, that domain expertise. So that is something we all have at our core, our understanding of customers along with the processes, the tactics, the process and tactics it takes to keep customers successful and using our products and leveraging that expertise is important in determining how we use AI and how it's applied in our CS processes and how it's used in customer-facing applications. Our domain expertise is also something we need to be able to lean on when we're reviewing our AI outputs. We'll get into, and then also one thing to know is with your domain expertise in CS, it's always make sure that your input's heard by the people that are creating and evaluating AI tools. Mostly, most likely those people aren't, they don't have that customer experience background at their core like you do. So always make sure that your input's added there. Second, creativity here. So really adopting a creative mindset will help us excel at prompting. So to get those best results you want. And I really can't stress enough how essential it is to embrace our unique creativity and really look at problems in different perspectives. And I think it was someone at Jasper AI had said something about excelling at prompting. It's best to be a creative person with an editorial eye, and I think that does a good job with capturing the idea of prompting better. And overall, just copywriting, editing, it allows you to craft better prompts and communicate better with AI. As a millennial, yeah, I'm used to. I used to say I'm really good at Googling things, and now that's shifted to I'm really good at asking better questions and prompting AI to get better results. And really asking better questions is the key to getting those better outputs. All right, so getting into how to prioritize in some different tasks and different areas where we're going to start applying AI. So the Eisenhower matrix here. So the Eisenhower matrix is a great framework to think about prioritizing where we apply AI across your tasks. So it separates activities into those four quadrants based on urgency and importance. Of course, there's a lot more tasks that are here in a CS role, but just to be able to fit it on a slide here, it's just a little bit shorter. So these tasks, so look at the ones that are both low in urgency and in importance. And these are prime candidates for AI and automation. These are those repetitive admin tasks like taking meeting notes, CRM updates, updating slide decks. AI tools can be easily they can easily offload these tasks for you. And there's a number of tools like Zoom IQ, Updated AI that's focused on CS tools like this that you can work to kind of offload some of these tasks. So analyze each of these quadrants, really identify those opportunities where AI can help you in its current state. And those low urgency, low important tasks, they have the lowest risk. So those are great ones to start experimenting with. Yeah, focus on the proverbial low hanging fruit and in those low urgency tasks to help free yourself up for more high value work. As your understanding with AI really progresses and increases, and as you have more time, you're freed up from your busy work, think about how you expand the application into those higher priority quadrants as well. There's also some different frameworks you can use for prioritizing tasks. There's the value complexity matrix. There's a 2x2 grid. There's the ABCDE method too. So think about how you might categorize tasks between A, very important, to D and E, where you delegate and eliminate. Again, just some frameworks to get a deeper understanding of your role in the task and then where you can apply AI. So there's a vast array of different AI models and technologies for us to test and explore as CSMs. There's well-known example, ChatGPT, Claude, Bard, but there's thousands of tools and integrations out there, and each model has its own unique capabilities to discover. And for instance, you might use Claude for a larger context window. You might use Bard for more search-related topics. And the goal is to really learn how these models can effectively be harnessed and enhance our efforts. We we need to understand these strengths and limitations and how we apply them for the maximum effort in exploring these AI models. Excuse me. In exploring these AI models, it's really important to just keep an open mindset and just have that willingness to consistently learn. And because the AI landscape is just constantly changing, and not an open AI plug, but I definitely do recommend getting at least a month of ChatGPT Plus to test out the advanced features like GPT-4, code interpreter plugins, and native API access too. It's $20 a month well spent. Uh, it's also important to experiment with different models as each have their own strengths and weaknesses. I mean, thinking about all the different models that come out, explore them, see what their differences are, see where you can apply them differently. And really the main thing is to get out there and just experiment in order to understand the capabilities of those different models and what works best for your use cases. All right, so getting into the fun stuff here. So different use cases. So the AI customer avatar or digital twin. So much of our job is about using our abilities to extract a customer's unique perspectives. And with this, a really cool use case is creating an AI customer avatar. So we'd all like to have a customer to bounce ideas off at any time. But reaching out can be tricky when you're trying, when it might be more sensitive topics. You might, be a month or so away from your next review. And with AI, we can simulate these detailed customer personas to really understand how they think and deeper understanding of perspectives. It really lets us be able to test messages and to try out different ideas and bridge gaps in between review calls. And with customer avatars, you can capture those different goals, pain points, budget influences, decision drivers, and we can really use it to anticipate some different challenges and responses without hassling of like constant outreach to customers as well. Essentially, just it gives you that on-demand access into customer insights when you need it. And so part of the kind of our job is to extract those unique perspectives of our customers. So we think we understand customers, but generally speaking, more data reveals deeper insights. AI lets us build detailed customer personas and expand those perspectives. And we can use those to kind of fill in the gaps. So if we can, like I said, we can test ideas, we can test emails, we can really find that better understanding between pain points and goals. And what we can do is, so with AI, you want to use AI to really generate everything, but you also want to lean on your domain expertise to validate that accuracy. So using these personas for on-demand insights, you can use as little or as much customer data as you wanted to input into these. Because these models are great because they're able to provide more of a holistic view with very little input. I included some areas you might want to consider when you're thinking about adding in with your prompts. So like your customer journey, brand interactions, digital footprint, among others there. It's also really important to understand that this information, it's really a starting point, not an end point. A starting point to drive higher quality conversations and better customer understanding. And so here's exactly how you might go about this with using ChatGPT with minimal input on your end. So we can start by a simple prompt and prompt the AI to generate a persona that's from a specific company. So I use a marketing director at GaggleAMP. So ask it to provide specific details on goals, on pain points, on budget influences, really anything that's relevant that you want to know about your customer, and then expand those insights. So what would make them leave or expand their services with you? Who influences their decisions? How are they gold? And AI will give you really like a very comprehensive profile, and you can combine this output with your expertise to really validate it. And I think you'll definitely be surprised by the outputs and what's possible there. And moving a layer deeper here as well. So this is where you can combine in different models, use different sources. So you could use a tool like Bing Chat to understand trends, to understand news sources and how people are influenced typically on your customers. So you want to connect with your customers on a whole different level, and with your knowledge of industry trends, these credible sources, and really be able to spark new conversations and deeper connections with your customers by finding these insights. And I mean, you can even go with like how do their bosses think, and different influences within their organizations. So things that your contact might not know or even be thinking about, but it's something that can set you apart, and it can set your product and service apart. So prompting with AI, with role company, and it's really just a great way to just efficiently build out these detailed personas and be able to have access on demand. And what you can do, you take this persona, you copy and paste it into a new chat for yourself. You can name it, you can always revisit it, you can ask questions, you can add in more details later and just continue to refine it. It's very, very cool to do. And then another cool aspect, specifically using Chat GPT, you can share this chat with someone else. So down the road, you could share this with somebody on your marketing team or your sales team, and they can have their own conversations there too. And you can also down the road think about how you might turn this persona into maybe like a more comprehensive chatbot. But again, this is just a starting point for you. All right, so this is probably where I had my really big wow moment with AI. So it was when I was using OpenAI's API, and I was doing account research, and in just probably a couple minutes, I uncovered some insights that probably would have taken, I say weeks, but probably months to do manually. And just like with personas, these AI generated research, it provides conversation starters, and it's something you can treat it as more directional instead of that absolute truth. And the key is really combining these capabilities with your domain expertise and your human judgment. Think of it as more or less that we as CSMs, we're steering the ship, and then AI is powering the engine behind us. And for more of a holistic customer view, you can use industry summaries to deeply understand their market, gain more insights into business opportunities and challenges, use cases for your products or services, and you'll probably be surprised in a lot of different areas of where you can kind of uncover some different value adds there. And some other areas here, so you can take these insights and really work to kind of tailor your approach to different conversations with your customers, different types of questions you might ask, different campaigns you might run for upselling and for cross-selling. So there's a lot of different insightful nuggets you can get here to really deepen your understanding with your customers. All right, so as CSMs, we deal with some complex documents and some complex technology. It's just part of the role. Really, AI, it helps us to efficiently process those lengthy reports and really pull more actionable insights very quickly. We can leverage it to deepen our software knowledge more on demand. So you can have a technical mentor. So think of having someone from your product team right with you to be able to answer questions any time of the day. Also, AI, it's really great at simulating some different customer inquiries. So specs about your product, capabilities, especially if your product's more technical. And then also when you're interacting with customers, you can come back to the AI post customer interaction and help yourself upskill for future conversations with them too. And then also thinking about the enterprise CSM. So you might be working with larger publicly traded companies, and think about how you can use AI to really sift through some 10K reports, annual reports, where these might be a few dozen, a few hundred pages. And there's a lot of knowledge in there, but it's tough to decipher. And you can use AI to really get to the most actionable insights you need very quickly. And I suggest using ChatGPT Code Interpreter to do this. You can upload a PDF. You can chat with these documents. You can also use something like Chat PDF to do something like that too. All right, so another one, say, ironically, you can use AI to be more human and empathetic, really by analyzing sentiment in your messages. You can use it to really take the, like, we'll say, take emotionally charged drafts and rewrite them more objectively. Rather than reacting in the moment, we can use AI to edit and be able to take something where we might have had a more heated customer reply and rework that and be able to write a better response that will allow us to it allows us to really just take a pause, gain more perspective, and then respond to customers with more understanding. So think about how AI can use you can use AI to be more empathetic in this way. Another really awesome piece here. So AI definitely takes data insights into a whole another level. It really helps you automate or advanced analysis way beyond you could ever think to do with like Excel. I used to think I was pretty good doing data work, and then I really kind of next level now because I use tools like ChatGPT's Code Interpreter because that is like my personal data scientist available 24/7. And then it's like think of it as like a complex customer report that used to be very manual to merge in different reports, get to different customer specifications. Now I can use AI to do most of that work, if not all, and save a ton of time. Also, if I ever need a formula or there's a complex data task that I don't understand or I did it once, but I forgot about it, ask AI. It's really great learning tool there as well. Also, if you don't want to be putting in data into ChatGPT, it will tell you how to do all of this analysis yourself on your own computer using Python. So helping you upskill yourself and with different data skills as well. So it's really great to also summarize a lot of different data. So that could be feedback from customers. They could highlight patterns that might, patterns from NPS to customer reviews, and really be able to get different patterns and trends that might be nearly impossible to do manually, and really help you to find those insights very quickly. Another piece is being able to find root cause analysis in support tickets. So if you're seeing trends in support tickets or even some different customer data, you can use it to find some root cause analysis there as well. All right, so AI is a complete game changer when it comes to multilingual support. So we can easily create chatbots and knowledge bases in multiple languages. Many tools now allow you to enhance your knowledge base in ways that it used to be only possible for large companies with large budgets. And now with different AI voice and avatar technologies, the possibilities are just continuing to grow for personalized training and onboarding in different languages. And this is a piece where like we can support customers with really outstanding experiences on a global scale in their native languages. And that's something I am super interested in. I think pairing AI translations with different vocal outputs and AI avatars. I think it'll be a really cool thing coming here in the future, and the type of personalized training and guidance will only continue to grow as AI evolves. All right, so we all benefit from having a mentor just on call all the time. So this is another piece where AI can really help you. So what you can do, similar to like that persona we went over, define your expertise you want to say. So whether it's management, it's tech, it's role specific, name your chat, come back and visit it as you want to. And remember, a lot of our different problems, they tend to be, I mean, based on like attitudes and assumptions we have, and not yet those are the problem instead of the actual problem. So, and when we use something like an AI as a mentor, we can help ourselves refine questions and put words to the different ideas we have, and that'll help us organize our ideas and put them into action as well. All right, so wrapping up, collaboration is really the key to maximizing AI's potential. I definitely believe each of us offers a unique perspective that can really help spark more innovation, and really our diverse experiences in customer success and in our roles will help fuel different creative solutions that are really needed to help elevate our field. All right, lastly here, in wrapping up, so be a student of AI. So approach AI with a beginner's mindset. Really, it is super important as the landscape continues to evolve. Really approach these different innovations with curiosity and figure out how you can unlock that potential. Always just start small, as we went through like the Eisenhower matrix. So start small, figure out where you can automate repetitive tasks, build momentum, and really just use consistent effort to continue to transform your role. I definitely just embrace this mindset. And if I could say one thing, is just start today. Do not put this off. This is something that is able to really transform how you work. So I cannot stress it enough. Start today, put some time, prioritize it, and really learn as much as you can. All right, so thanks for the time, and looking forward to any questions.
Thank you so much, Chad. We do have a few. I'm not sure we'll get to all of them, but we'll try. So first question, do you have any tips for training teams to ask AI better questions when they already struggle to ask people questions?
Yeah, that is one I would say. Use AI to figure out. You can use AI to help train your team better with questions. I actually developed different question frameworks using AI, so that's another one you can use. And I think you can use AI. Also, there's different areas out there that can help strengthen your communication capabilities. And I think Mickey Powell was on earlier. I think he has some really great resources in working on prompting and questioning better.
Awesome, thank you. I think we have some specific questions on ChatGPT. If you don't know the answers to these, we'll look them up and put them in the post-session information. But someone did ask if ChatGPT Plus allows you to get current internet data instead of from September 21 and past.
Currently it's that September 21 and back. They did have that web browser portion part of in the beta features with ChatGPT Plus, but that was recently removed. So if you're looking for more of that browser interface, use that Bing chat. So Bing will be able to help you source out that new content.
Great. Thank you so much, Chad. I appreciate everyone for joining today. Let's see. I think we got to most of our questions. All of this information, this recording, and all the recordings today will be available in our resource hub, and attendees will get notified when that is live and ready. Thank you again for speaking, Chad. This was really informative and very helpful. And thank you everyone for attending. Have a great rest of your day.